random Disney things in the middle of the day that you probably don't care about, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We are currently in Magic Kingdom, and we're heading off to Epcot too later on today. It is going to be a very busy day. There's two things that are starting. The very first thing is here in Magic Kingdom, and it is a new offering by Arribas Brothers. We are going to build our own custom tiara. And then the other really big thing is over at Epcot this is the first day of Festival of the Arts. Come along for the ride, and we'll see what other history pieces we can find along the way. Now again, we're starting off our day over in the middle of Main Street here at Crystal Arts by Arribas Brothers. Now, if you're a Disney park regular, you probably are aware of this super sparkly, super fabulous store and how there are multiple locations scattered across Disney World, Disneyland, and almost just about every park around the world. I'll get into a little more of that history here in just a second, but I want to talk about some of the new offerings that they have here. Arribas Brothers started creating some more personalized experiences here over the past couple years, like create your own magical wand and a couple other really cool items, but this time they saw a need for tiaras. Because yes, you can get a specialized, customized experience over at the Bippity Boppity Boutique. However, that's just for little princesses between the ages of 3 to 12. What about the slightly older, more mature princesses, or the queens even? This new custom tiara option gives you, the guest, a chance to make your own tangible memory to take home with you. First, you're going to select your style tiara. There are 3 different options, and once you select your style, you then choose what color metal you would like. They now currently offer a silver, yellow gold, and rose gold of each of the tiaras. Each of the tiaras have a certain type of gem that fits into that tiara, but there are a ton of color choices. Now, the hardest part is not only choosing your tiara, but what gems you want to go inside of it, and then how you want your pattern to be placed out. Once you pick them, then you go ahead and put them into that little tiny slot that I was showing you just a moment ago, and then the cast members that work here at Arribas Brothers will hand place each of those gems using prongs into where they're supposed to go. Personally, I ended up choosing a clear crystal and also a green crystal to go into my areas. This tiara style really reminded me of Tiana, and I love how this turned out. The price of this tiara is very similar to their other customized offerings, and this one's $89. And again, whatever colors and patterns you choose is up to you. So pick and choose what speaks to you in that moment and your inner princess. Sorry, I got distracted looking at myself in the mirror. Hello there. Now, a couple other things I want to point out besides just the custom tiaras. While those are amazing, maybe you have a little one that wants a certain princess's tiara, or they're like, no, that's not hers from the movie. Well, Arribas Brothers probably has a version either very similar or almost identical to it. They have crowns representing different princesses using either symbols or colors, but they also have some that are pretty movie accurate, like this Elsa's coronation tiara. That looks pretty good. Now, back to a recap on some history. Did you know that Arribas Brothers is one of the longest running relationships between the Disney company and a third-party company? In fact, this partnership goes all the way back to the 1964 New York World's Fair, with Walt Disney and Roy Disney walking around and discovering these 3 brothers representing their country of Spain. This ancient art of glass blowing and cutting is a craft that was passed down in their family for generations. Walt Disney basically said, hey, these guys they're pretty good. And because Walt Disney was so impressed with their talents and abilities, he invited them to open up their very first store location inside Disneyland in California. And the store opened in 1967. And the rest is basically history. There are now over 24 locations across Disney parks worldwide, with one of the biggest locations being located inside Disney Springs over in the Marketplace and here in Magic Kingdom. There's always different artisans working at multiple locations, doing glass blowing, glass cutting, and creating one-of-a-kind pieces of art. Now, it's kind of cool that you, the guest, also get to create your one-of-a-kind tiara just for you. So in all honesty, Arribas Brothers gifted me not only the tiara, but also the bag and the pillow. Y'all, this is so bougie. I got to show you. Bag is an additional cost to the tiara. I believe the bag was like $9, and then the pillow for presentation, like setting it up all nice, is $19. So for safe storing, you can put it in the little baggie, or if you have a shelf or a display, you can put it on the pillow. Oh my goodness, I love that. Okay, I'm looking in the bottom of my bag. I thought they just gifted me the pillow and like the little baggie, but there's other presents in here from Arribas Brothers. Okay, I just looked. There's 3 presents in total. One of them is the 50th anniversary earrings. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but they're very, very cute, very sparkly in person. And then inside is 2 additional boxes. And these are the glass cut medallions that they do here also. I have a couple other of the medallions from the 50th anniversary. This is a Mickey Mouse one and a Minnie Mouse one. And now I have more to add to my collection. Thank you so much, Arribas. Okay, now I want to head on out, but on the way out, we have to stop into some merchandise stores. First stop is Uptown Jewelers, and I want to show you these new arrivals, y'all. So first off, this Dooney and Burke pattern placement, amazing. But this bag originally released in January of 2018. I remember because I sold it back when I worked at Ever After Jewelry Company. But a current trend that's happening right now in Disney merchandise is that they are picking one body type, so one style of purse, in a very popular pattern and reintroducing it in one bag style, and then also in the ears. Now, not gonna lie, the ears are pretty cute. Y'all know that while I'm here, I have to come in and check out the watches, see if anything is new. Nothing too crazy, but there are a couple restocks of some things. Some of the biggest restocks are not in Bulova or in Citizen, but in the regular Disney Parks brand. Like this little Mickey and Friends watch is restocked, as well as the Sorcerer Mickey right here, and the one that was super popular during the fall. This is Haunted Mansion one right here. I just happened to look over into the crystal case. They do have a couple of the consignment pieces, like my orange bird necklace. All of the brand new Bauble Bar is also in stock. The one that everybody's talking about right now are these Sorcerer Mickey ones and the Mickey and Minnie teacups, which I don't blame them. They are really cute. There's so many things in the Kendra Scott collection I want, like these ginormous earrings. I think those are fabulous. Look at those. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I need to focus. I'm gonna go get a little bit of a refresher, maybe get a snack, and then I'm gonna start making my way over to Epcot. Let's go.
You're having a good day.
Yeah! We made it over into Creations, and this is the pass holder shirt. People have mixed feelings about the art style of Figment. I personally actually kind of like it. And there also is a little sketchbook. We did find the ears. I was a little confused at first by the price point because I was like, why are these $45? It's because they match the Loungefly. They are meant to go paired hand in hand with each other. So that makes sense. There is a matching Spirit jersey too. Little Tervis tumblers. This is interesting. I think some people won't like this, but I weirdly like this. There's also a t-shirt, and look at the back of it. Okay, this is really cute with the little feet from the ride. Okay, looking at the pins, these are actually really cute this year. Y'all know how much I don't like dated merchandise, and the pins this year do not have the date like front and center. This one does, but it's so small, it's not overwhelming, and it spins. I like that one. The best pin though, the best one, is this double. So this is actually 2 separate pins. You got the little logo, and then you have a separate Figment too. That's cute. And there's 2 more. This one does not have the year, and that matches that ornament. And then this one just has a little tiny year. Okay, these are all Dapper Danielle approved. We got the new lug bag as well as the new Loungefly, and this matches the ears. I kind of like it. I was just talking to the cast members, and we all agree we like this design because there's no major year on it like there was with the Flower and Garden. I'm just saying, Disney merchandise, not saying I was the one to say it, but they're definitely listening. Okay, I actually missed it. There's 2 different styles of the lug bags. This one is more of like a crossbody or hip pack, and it has little RFID little pockets in it. The other one's more of a traditional crossbody. Okay, we just walked out of the back of Creations, and here's some new art pieces featuring villains, but look, they actually have something with Madame Medusa and Snoops. Oh, that's amazing. All right, first food spot of the day. You know what it is. It's the grilled cheese and the famous tomato soup. Is there anything fancy about it? No, absolutely not. It's just Wonder Bread, but it's still so good.
I shall now demonstrate the proper way to dunk your grilled cheese. You go dunk, 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 and then lift and that's so good.
Now that Communicore is finally done, this is really the first year where we can have that festival booth space. There's plenty of art over in that little grounds area behind Communicore. And yes, I have seen all the Orange Bird pieces, and yes, this one might come home with me, but I really like this Pooh Bear one. Maybe I need to let Blake know about that one. Now, something I really want to stress is that this is one of the shortest festivals that is currently offered here at Epcot, and really it's kind of like the Florida local festival. Like, if you ask most of my friend groups which festivals they are the most excited about, they're all going to say Festival of the Arts, because everybody loves the art. They love trying the food. They like just the atmosphere and presence that this really brings to Epcot. And shout out to Disney and also the artists that Disney has been partnering with, because they have brought us some really great obscure characters, movie references, and also just like giving another take to some of the classics. And this is why we love Festival of the Arts. Okay, so this is the moment of truth everybody's wondering about. Is Communicore Hall has kind of been slacking the past couple of months, but now Broadway, Disney on Broadway has taken over. Let's go inside. So there is one entrance and one exit, but right here we are celebrating Once Upon a Stage 30 years of Disney on Broadway. Now this is the entrance that is closest to the Living with the Land. Let's go in. Okay, now we're talking. This is what Communicore was designed for, to be a showcase. And props to the Disney on Broadway team, because this turned out so beautifully. I love all the details you brought in, and it really takes you kind of backstage, showing you what type of jobs go into making these shows come to life every single night. And honestly, this is your chance to come and see these items up close and in person. This is so cool. Now, if you listen to the Disney Countdown show, the podcast that myself and Megan the Magical Millennial are part of, these are Dawn and Dennis's costumes, Iago and Jafar, that are currently on Broadway. But this is so awesome that we get to see all this amazing and beautiful detail up close. Like, y'all, look at the sparkle right here. Beautiful. And over here off to the side is a picture of Dennis. Hold on, let me have it focus. Of Dennis and of Dawn. Now, I'm not saying that Disney has kind of set the bar now of what we expect from Communicore, but this is kind of what we expect from Communicore, and we anticipate this type of level of work for the next upcoming festivals. Just saying, Disney, you got an expectation to uphold. Now, there's a small selection of artwork, so we're going to look and see what they have.
Yeah, I like it.
So this artwork's by Dylan, and we just love his artwork. The references to the cast members, to Constance, and other little elements of the Haunted Mansion. This is such a cool piece, and my friend Lexi's buying it. Okay, for a second, I was very confused because I saw Kenny's post about this over on Instagram. This is in reference to Magic Kingdom in the opening year in 1971, but his photo that we saw on Instagram had an orange bird there in the middle. And I'm so confused on why it's missing. Okay, Communicore, amazing. This is what it was supposed to be. So to recap, again, the Disney on Broadway stuff inside Communicore, you need to go check it out. Beautiful detail. I'm going to go back in, and I need more time to read through all the plaques. So cool. The Odyssey building has turned into the Creation Station. And look how cute Figment looks. So there are a couple of fun walls right here, but the best wall, in my personal opinion, is this one over here on that side. Do you see it? The wall actually glows, and it's in reference to the Rainbow Tunnel back in the day in the top of the Imagination Pavilion. How cool is that? That looks so cool. We're here outside the China Pavilion, and we are gonna try the General Tso's chicken. Ooh. Okay, not gonna lie, these look pretty good. Let's try them.
I'm eating just chicken. I ain't eating the rest of it.
Is it good?
It's not bad.
It tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Honestly, I feel like the China Pavilion has really stepped up its game during Festival of the Holidays, and now this isn't bad. There for the longest time, China Pavilion was not good on food. The drinks are still straight turpentine, but the food, great.
What's in America?
They have this like deviled egg trio thing that I want to try.
You're in the video. We're slowly making our way around World Showcase Lagoon, and of course had to stop by and look at Scooter's artwork. It just screams mid-century modern with a Disney twist. I need all of it. We finally made it over to the America Pavilion, and I am a little concerned that the tree is still up on the first day of Festival of the Arts. Hi! But we're actually gonna head into the Art at Disney right here because most of the originals are gonna be hidden inside the store. Of course, I found this orange bird piece, which is really, really cute. So most of these in here are gonna be one of a kinds or originals, like this one over here next to it also. This is gonna be the original painting. And this is what it is. So this is gonna be the original watercolor piece. Now, I love Miss Mindy's art style, and I'm really loving the detail that she added into the Bambi piece right here. Look at Thumper and Flower. Oh, so cute. Okay, I was just talking to a cast member, and they said that most of the originals, they've already sold over 20 of the original paintings this morning, and they were gone within the first like 2 hours of the day. Okay, this is interesting. I was just looking at this piece. This is the one-of-a-kind art version, but there's Orange Bird. Okay, I just got an update from a cast member, and they referenced Kenny's Instagram. And if you read into the caption, which I was bad about, I didn't read it fully because I was so distracted. But if you read the caption, the one-of-a-kind is the only one that has the orange bird on it. So if you want the orange bird in the picture, you have to buy the one-of-a-kind original. The prints don't have orange bird. Genius. Okay, y'all, I love Ryan's artwork. He is so fabulous with the cut paper art. Oh my goodness. It's called Carousel of Color. Honestly, I feel like this is very much a piece for California Adventure in Disneyland. But look at the detail. I saw pictures and video of him working on this over on the socials, but this is amazing. Speaking of originals, Miss Mindy also brought a couple of her original figures. Now, from what I understand is that there are 3 versions of Figment. She only made 3 figures. That's it. She already sold the first one. This is the second one. And she did say that there is a third one if Disney really wants it and if they sell out this one. She also created a Ursula figure. Yeah, that barely even lasted 30 minutes, and the original sold, as well as her original version of the Mr. Toad print that she has. I couldn't even find a version of it here in this section. Okay, my friend Lexi has ordered the chicken pot pie and the deviled eggs. I've heard amazing thing about the deviled eggs. If you like them, I'll wait for her response though on the chicken pot pie. Okay, obviously we like the deviled eggs, right, Lexi?
The deviled eggs were a big win.
Okay, big win. But what about the chicken pot pie?
I forced myself to eat it because it was almost $7.
And obviously, Miss Laura, you did not like it either. Okay.
Eggs, fantastic. Chicken pot pie, don't waste your money.
Oh, good. The good thing about my friends, Lexi and Miss Laura and everybody else I hang out with, they tell it like it is, so save your money. Finally made it over to the Japan Pavilion, and we have a couple things that we're gonna try over here on the Japan menu. Let's go. Hello. Hello. Oh, wow. Look at that view. So we got our Wagyu bun right here and our takoyaki. Okay, voiceover Danielle stepping in. The dyslexia was working overtime on this one. This is called taiyaki.
That's good.
The bun is nice, very filling. This is a great little like protein grab and go too in the middle of the festival. Pretty good. Miss Laura was just pointing out, she's like, you gotta get a picture of how much meat is stuffed into this little bao bun. This is pretty great. Okay, so this is inside of it. It is like a red bean sweet paste. And then of course, I don't know what this is. I think it's like more of a frosting. We're gonna try it together. Try it.
How's it?
It's pretty sweet. It's not bad. The frosting's not overwhelming. The red bean paste, that's where it's at though. I gotta say, evenings during Festival of the Arts is amazing, and don't forget to always go walk through and check out the chalk art because it changes on the daily. Oh no, I messed up. This is where we're gonna end our video because I messed up. I am late for a dinner reservation with some other friends and we are going over to 1900 Park Fair. Y'all see it about it over on the shorter form content. So until next time, thank you so much for sticking around. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and make sure you comment also on what other things I missed out that I need to go back and try too. Have a good night, night-night, sleep tight, dream of churros tonight.